Rachel Booker, there was more to her life than we found out. Why don't you let John and I do some more digging around?
It's this silly cow, Claire Stanton. She should be a social worker, not a copper.
Can't you do something to help her?
Now, what about John Boulton? Is he an accomplice? Difficult to tell from a distance. We need a closer look.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, Ad.
Let's just see how things go, eh?
Howard, you having a good time?
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been neglecting you all evening.
Have you? Didn't even notice. Hey, nice place.
I like it.
Did you, hire it for the night to make an impression?
Oh, who is there here I could possibly want to impress? Maybe there is someone.
Maggie, this is Howard.
Hello, Howard. Nice to meet you at last. Don's told me all about you.
He's told me all about you too, Maggie. Especially how lovely you are. I assumed he was exaggerating. I see now he was playing it down. You're a very lucky man, Don.
Yeah, I think so.
Love and work. Get those two right and you've found the secret of happiness. Don't you agree, Maggie?
I wouldn't know. I've never worked.
Even better. Talking of work, do you mind if I take Don away from you for a few minutes?
No, as long as I get him back in the same condition.
Yes.
Get him a decent whiskey, will you, Ray? This is just a little thank you for your efficiency and your discretion.
It's very nice to be appreciated.
So, there's nothing I should worry about?
Not if you can afford malt whiskey like this, no. The Rachel Booker case is closed. What more can I say?
What about a diary?
They've looked at it, of course, but I've seen it myself. All those numbers inside, nobody knows what they are. And Sunhill CID haven't got the resources to solve puzzles, all right?
So where is it now?
It's on a shelf somewhere, gathering dust.
What can I do for you, Claire?
Is it okay to talk?
Go ahead.
Look, I know the trouble you had getting hold of Rachel because of facts from me, Gov, so I thought you should be the first to know. I am pretty sure it was worth it.
I've been going through her diary now.
All those meaningless numbers.
Yeah, only I don't think...
They're as meaningless as they look. Gov, I need you to pull a few strings for me.
It's more front than Brighton. Think I might have fallen for that schmooze when I was about 17.
There's a bit more behind the front, Maggie.
If you say so, Don.
Yeah. He's rich, extremely successful, and, well, he's a little bit younger than I am.
It's you I fancy, not your rich, smooth-talking mate.
I knew that anyway.
Now, You going to come in? Or should we do it in the car?
You reckon Beech and Rachel Booker had something going?
No, I'm not saying that at all, but he is lying about her. I reckon Rachel was into something a lot dodgier than lap dancing.
You know what? I think you might be right. If all these turn out to be account numbers, that means she was running nearly 30 different accounts.
Yep, I make it 27. And if all these were payments, she made over 1,500 deposits in the last year alone. I'm amazed she managed to do any lap dancing at all. She must have spent most of her time queuing up in banks. Still, it's only speculation.
I think it might be a little more than that. I've checked out 6 of them, and you're right. All bank accounts.
I knew it.
Of those 6, I've looked into 3. Rachel Booker made frequent but small deposits into each of those accounts, no more than 200 or 300 quid a shot. 3 days before she died, she withdrew the whole lot in cash. That's £60,000 through those 3 accounts alone.
Drug money?
Probably.
She was a dealer?
No, Rachel was a smurf.
Ah, money laundering.
It was hardly her hard-earned cash. No, somebody further up the food chain's been giving it to her for safekeeping.
So where's all the money now?
Offshore. Probably sitting in a totally legitimate business account. It's a lot bigger than we thought. And if Beech is involved, we need to step up action against him. I want to know who he's working for. Can you get closer to him?
Well, I'll try, but, you know, it's not going to be easy. You know Don Beech.
What about Boulton? Can't you use him?
Boulton?
Well, he's Beech's mate.
No, not especially.
You just got him off a very big hook.
Yeah, but, you know...
Tampering with evidence in a murder inquiry.
Yeah, but Boulton would have done that for any of his colleagues. He would have done that for me.
Yeah, that's right. He fancies you.
Oh, come on, Gov. That was ages ago. I mean, that's ancient history. It's all forgotten.
Yeah, well, remind him. Get close to him and use it. Bring the diary out into the open. Tell your DI what you know. Let's rattle up Beech's cage just a little.
Other people have looked at those numbers, Claire.
I know that, Gov.
So how come you've seen what they haven't?
Well, I must have looked at them longer and harder.
Your caseload suddenly lightened, has it?
No, Gov, that's not it. Look, let me...
What about that arson?
Well, Danny's onto it, plus we're still waiting for forensics. 2 minutes, Gov, just 2 minutes.
Convince me. Is there something you can't say in front of your colleagues?
Yes, Gov. I had to go through certain unofficial channels to get the diary back from Amit.
Yes, I gathered that.
And I also called a mate at FIU.
Claire, you know that...
Who looked into Rachel Booker's bank accounts for me. This one, and this one.
Claire seems all fired up about something, doesn't she?
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, so that's Claire for you, isn't it? Passionate.
You seen the stills camera anywhere, Don?
Sorry, John, no.
I'm expected to run an oboe without a stills camera.
What uniform I got it? Try Monroe.
That's who I'm talking to now.
No, sir. Yeah. OK. I'll come down. I'll sort it out myself. Thanks, anyway. What is it with uniform? They are useless. I just want to find a camera.
Why do people get so worked up about things?
What are you looking so happy about all of a sudden?
It's love and work, John. Love and work.
What about them?
Well, you get those two sorted and, well, everything's rosy, isn't it?
Who said that?
I don't know, someone famous.
Well, whoever it wasn't a copper.
What about you and Claire? That never got going again?
Don't let me keep you from your work, Don.
Oh, it's a pity, you know, John, because you were much nicer then.
Sarge, we gotta go.
Right. See you, John.
The Smurfs spread the money around. Small sums, as many different bank accounts as possible to escape attention, and then when there's enough of it, they transfer it to the accounts of a legitimate business where it's disguised as profit.
Which is where it probably is now.
Probably.
Well, we should trace it.
Unless it's been converted into cash. That breaks the paper trail. I doubt if anybody could find it now. But maybe the National Crime Squad will come up with something.
Oh, Garth, give me a chance.
Well, you've done well, Claire, but we haven't got the expertise or the resources.
Well, I've been pretty resourceful so far.
True. What would you do?
Well, I'd get back onto my mate at FIU, and then I'd rack my brains and think of some other handy contacts. Oh, 2 days. Just give me 2 days, yeah?
2 days.
Thanks, Gov. John.
Yeah?
Can I have a word?
What about?
Can we go for a coffee or something?
I'm sorry, Claire, I'm busy. I'm working on this oboe.
I've had another look at Rachel Booker's diary. You remember all those numbers you were so interested in? Looked like some sort of code.
Yeah?
I've cracked it.
So do you think this has got anything to do with Rachel Booker's murder?
No. Askew had nothing to do with money laundering.
Maybe Askew didn't kill her. He never confessed. The ID bracelet was a bit convenient.
Oh, John, no.
You had your doubts.
I know I did, but the murder inquiry is over. There's no point going back into it now.
There is if the real killer's still out there. What have we got?
So it is we now, is it?
Yes, Claire, it's we. You've brought me here, you've plied me with coffee, and you've told me how clever you've been. You must want me involved. Unless you've got an ulterior motive.
Maybe I just wanted to talk it over with a mate.
Well, you picked the wrong mate. We work this case together. If it's reopening, I want a piece of it. I don't like unfinished business.
Fine by me.
OK, have we got any leads?
The Starlight Club?
Anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Don Beech.
With Don?
He knew Rachel Booker.
Met her once, Claire. They spent an evening together.
Don't you believe that, do you?
Well, you obviously don't.
He gave her his mobile telephone number.
It's not like he gave her an engagement ring.
Oh, come on, we are talking about Don Beech. She's an attractive girl.
Even if he did have something going with her, he wouldn't admit it now, would he?
Well, he doesn't need to admit anything. All we need is just something. Maybe she mentioned her mates, maybe she mentioned her punters. Did she throw her money around? Anything.
All right, then, I'll speak to him.
Great.
He'll be more honest with me. Shall we go?
Do you remember the last time we went for a coffee, bunking off?
No.
That Italian cafe, remember?
You've got me mixed up with someone else.
Well, he's still claiming that they were chased up there.
Yeah, you sure? Looks more like a dare to me. Hello, John.
We need to talk.
I'll be back in the station in about an hour.
No, I need to talk to you sooner than that. It's about Rachel Booker.
Hang on. Why don't you go and see if they saw anything?
Okay.
John, I thought the Rachel Booker case was all done and dusted.
Yeah, well, so did I.
I don't know. Rachel just seemed nice. She didn't have an angle.
Doesn't sound like your type at all, Don.
She wasn't, John. That's why I liked her. We just spent, I don't know, well, a very pleasant, maybe 3-4 hours together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not doing what you're thinking, though.
2 teas, please, Richard.
We had a few drinks. Then we had a meal, then a stroll by the river. She told me what she wanted out of life.
Which was?
It was all pretty ordinary, really. You know, husband, kids, happy home. She hated London. Couldn't wait to get back to Sheffield.
John. Cheers. Leeds.
What?
Rachel came from Leeds, Don.
Yeah, Leeds. The frozen north, John. Daily land. Anything north of Watford's all the same.
So she didn't talk about the Starlight at all?
Sorry. Never even mentioned it once.
I suppose it wouldn't go with the Vestal Virgin image.
It wasn't like that, John. She wasn't putting on an act, you know. If she was very convincing. She just seemed a nice, uncomplicated kid.
Rachel Booker was neither of those things.
Why? What was she into? Drugs?
Money laundering.
Money laundering?
Yeah. Well, drugs were probably behind it, but Rachel was a smurf. That's where all those figures were in her book. It was like a code. It was for deposits and accounts and things.
How'd you know?
Well, Claire cracked it.
She's a clever girl.
You really had no idea that Rachel was involved in anything shady?
No, John, I told you. Well, she was just a nice, decent kid, but she was very impressionable. And the world she mixed in, and the people she would have met in that club, well, you can easily see how she might have been led astray.
Yeah.
But at the time, I never thought, I never dreamed that when I put her in the cab that night, I'd ever see her again.
So why did you give her your mobile number?
I don't know. I suppose because I thought she might need a guardian angel sometime, you know.
She never caught you?
No. How much money did she handle?
Thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands.
So, do you know who it was for?
Dunno.
No clues?
No idea.
Money still in the accounts?
I don't think so. Most of it's been withdrawn. Cash. It's disappeared.
Looks like you've hit a brick wall.
Yeah, head on. But, I'm gonna have to get back. I'll see you later.
Yeah, right. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, and thanks for everything, Don.
Why? I never told you anything.
Yes, you did. See ya.
So you still done now?
Waste of time.
What, you didn't find anything?
Don knows nothing. When I told him that Rachel Booker was involved in money laundering, he was genuinely surprised.
Was he?
Yeah, he's got this image of her as Miss Nice.
What, so you don't think they were having a thing?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I wondered if we were talking about the same person.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe Rachel wore a halo, but she was a stripper and she was a smurf. How sweet and innocent can you get?
Well, maybe Don never met her either.
Well, why would he say that he had?
Dunno.
Anyway, she had his number.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, what are we going to do now?
Starlight?
No.
Or where else?
Well, if we go there, the girls are going to tell us where to get off and smile at us while they're doing it.
We work well together, don't we, John?
Yeah, maybe we do.
Carry on like this, we could end up as mates.
Is that what you want?
It's better than nothing. It's better than what we've been having for the last few weeks. Hello? Yeah. Okay, I'll be with you in 2 minutes. That was Don. He wants me to meet him in the yard.
Hello? Yeah? What's this about?
Where are you going?
Same place as you.
Don, what's going on?
What do you want to meet us out here for?
Well, there's, something I wanted to talk to you about, both of you together.
Well, can't you tell us in the office?
No, didn't want the others to overhear. It's a bit delicate, you know?
What is it?
I want to invite the pair of you out for dinner tonight. With me and Maggie, my new girlfriend. It's a sort of thank you for the favour you both did me.
I'm sorry, I'm busy tonight.
Two minds think as one, right?
Why not, John?
Yeah, all right.
I'm sure he'll understand. OK, bye-bye. Well, Sarge, you were right. She's changed her mind. She doesn't want the aggro.
OK, where's that leave us?
Well, the best OP point would be over this roof here. But you're pretty well exposed.
Can't talk here.
Or we could use the flat, but it'll give you a limited view, Sarge.
Well, get on to the estate manager, set it up, I'll authorise it.
Which one?
The flat or the roof, I'll be a minute.
Oh, hold that, thanks. Sorry about that, Gov. It's fine now.
I've had a look at another 4 of Rachel Booker's accounts. 3 of them corroborate the smurfing theory. Small frequent deposits. All 3 accounts emptied on the 17th.
3 days before she died. What about the other one?
Well, this is Rachel's personal account. Cash and cheques paid in like the others. But there's also a lot of cash point withdrawals and switch payments to Sainsbury's, Boots, Marks and Spencer's and Topshop. But this might interest you, Claire. There's a monthly direct debit payment of £150 going out to Sunhill Self-Storage.
Perfect.
I've run out of favours now, Claire. You want to access any more accounts, you're going to have to make it official.
If you bring the car down there, there's no way you'll get in. Because it's a one-way street.
All right, well, what about this? Cars see that. So even though it's restricted there.
You get 4 shops down there.
All right. And what's the name of the street behind the flat?
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm coming with you.
You don't know where I'm going.
Tell me.
John, I thought you had an obbo to run.
Duncan can start it without me. I thought we were working on this case together.
Oh, we are. We're not joined at the hip.
I won't be your dog's body, Claire. You want to work on this case with me, it's all or nothing. Make your mind up.
Duncan, it's me. Look, I'm sorry for the disappearing act. Will you start without me and I'll join you later?
This is it.
Thanks.
Right, you needn't wait.
Here goes. After you. Well, you know what this is, don't you?
What, pile of junk?
Rachel Booker's old life. Pre-London lap dancing life.
Oh, yeah? Wear this sort of thing in Leeds, then, do they?
Let's have a look.
I wouldn't have thought mink was your style.
Oh, yeah, I can't resist a dead animal. Oh, here we go. Vickery and Calman, Furriers, London, established 1899.
Classy.
No, John, not really. Rabbit.
How much do you reckon?
Couple of grand.
Passport.
Rachel's.
Yeah. 2 grand in cash, clothes, passport. It's running away gear.
Someone knew they might have to leave in a hurry. Open that one.
Same again. Yeah. Right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got an Anne-Marie Olsen. Do you know her?
Yes, I do. That is Lynette. She works at the Starlight.
Well, we better go and speak to her again, then.
I think we better get this lot booked in. Go down the station.
Hold up, there's one more. It's locked.
Hey, Johnny Picklock Boulton.
Yeah, well, it's the company I keep. There is every single bank and building society I've ever heard of in here. Some I haven't.
What's in the envelope?
RB, Rachel Booker.
That's odd.
What's odd about it?
Well, why would you address an envelope to yourself? I'm sure that's her handwriting.
You're just showing off now.
Hey, babe, you've either got it or you haven't.
It's a receipt, Vickery and Calman, for the coat. 513 grand. That is a seriously expensive rabbit.
I hope you know what you're going to say to these people.
Yeah, I'm going to ask them what their receipt was doing in the effects of a murdered lap dancer.
Oh, right, and when they say they have no idea.
I'll say they can go 50-50, ask the audience, or phone a friend.
John, we should have checked the company first before we go barging in there with no ammunition.
You know, that's the difference between you and me. You're calculating, and I'm just a straightforward, impetuous type.
Rubbish.
We're on a roll. Let's just do it.
OK, all right, John, but you let me take the lead, yeah? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just looking. It's a bit different from the one we were looking at earlier.
That one is ranch mink, madam.
Gonna buy it for me, darling?
Yeah, she'd look good in it. How much?
£9,000, sir.
Do you have anything more expensive?
We also do a version in female mink at 12,000.
Is that all?
Is either Mr. Calman or Mr. Vickery here?
I'm awfully sorry. Mr. Calman died years ago.
Well, Mr. Vickery will do.
May I inquire what it's about?
Thank you, Katrina. I'll take over now. Alec Vickery, how may I help you? Something tells me you're not here to buy furs.
It's a very good guess, Mr. Vickery. I'm Detective Sergeant Boulton from Sun Hill.
Dear Stanton.
And something tells me you're the owner.
Good guess, Sergeant Boulton.
I was wondering if you could help us with our inquiries, Mr. Vickery.
We're investigating the death of a young woman in mysterious circumstances.
Oh, dear.
We don't know much about her, so we're trying to build up a picture, lifestyle, income, that sort of thing.
I'm terribly sorry.
It's just one of your fur coats was found in her effects.
If she owned one of our furs, you can be pretty sure she didn't die in penury.
Really? How much is your cheapest?
What a question.
How about an answer?
Was it full length?
Yep.
I don't know. I suppose a silver fox, perhaps around 7,000-8,000.
Do you have anything cheaper than that, you know, for the lower end of the market, like rabbit skin?
I shall treat that question with the disdain it deserves, Sergeant Boulton.
That's a no, then.
Do you sell all your furs from this shop, Mr. Vickery?
Good Lord, no, hardly any. Most of our stock goes abroad.
Oh, really? Where, specifically?
It changes from year to year. At the moment, we're selling a lot to Eastern Europe.
Business good?
Positively booming.
And where do the furs come from? Apart from the dead animals, of course.
We import the raw skins from Russia, mostly. The garments themselves are made in our factory in Canley. Is this really relevant?
Well, this stage it's hard to say what's relevant and what's not.
We're just casting the net, seeing what comes up. Actually, there is something that we found in the murdered girl's effects I'd like you to look at.
Murdered?
Yes, didn't I say that? We found this.
One of yours?
It looks like one of ours.
Did you write it? Don't touch it, please. Forensics.
Actually, I think I did write it.
What's it for?
A consignment of skins, presumably, though without checking the records, of course, I can't be more specific.
Well, then I think you better check the records, don't you?
Willingly. But, I'm afraid you're going to have to come back tomorrow. Computers are down.
Computers are down. Thank you anyway.
Thank you very much.
Yes, the roll continues.
You are an idiot.
What?
You should never have shown him that receipt.
I rattled him. He's as guilty as hell.
Yes, he's guilty. What's he guilty of?
I'll find out later.
Vickery will be straight on to whoever's pulling his strings. Oh! He'll be on the phone right now. We could have blown the whole thing, all because his posh voice got up your scousy nose.
It's not fair. He was a bit of a hooray, though, wasn't he?
Did get 10,000 pounds.
John, we should have held on to that information, sat on it, used it properly. Thought he was going to wet his pinstripes.
All right, so we blew that one.
We?
Let's go and find Lynette.
Well, what about this meal?
What meal?
Tonight, we're done. Oh, John, you are coming, aren't you?
All right, then, but we've still got time to go and talk to Lynette.
Well, no, it's way past knocking off time. And besides, I've got to go home and get changed.
No, you don't. You look great.
Thanks.
They're like you, Maggie, and you're like them.
Are they an item?
I don't know what's going on there now at the moment. Something seems to be. Maybe we'll find out tonight.
Oh, what should I wear?
Nothing too intimidating. Oh, Maggie, one more thing. I may need a quiet word with John tonight, man to man. So, if I tip you the wink, can you keep Claire out of the way for 5 or 10 minutes?
If you say so, Don. I'll see you later.
I can't wait. Hello?
Don, it's Howard. I need to see you immediately.
Sorry, Howard. I'm busy tonight. Can't it wait till...
No, it can't. I'll see you at the house in half an hour.
Hang on, John, hang on.
What?
I don't think we should go marching in there like a couple of plods.
Well, what else are we going to do?
Well, everyone at the Starlight thinks the case is closed.
Yeah, and?
Well, I know the word discretion is not part of your vocabulary, but I think it might be better for us if we kept it that way. Hello? Hi, can I speak to Lynette, please? Yeah, just tell her it's a friend. Let's get her out here.
How are you going to do that?
Watch and learn, babe. Hi, Lynette. Or should I say Anne-Marie Olsen? Yeah, it's Detective Sergeant Stanton. I think we better have a little talk, don't you?
I've got a good mind to ask for my money back, Don.
Why's that?
That's what you do when someone sells you defective merchandise.
I'm sorry, Howard, but you're going to have to be a little bit more specific than that.
You told me the Rachel Booker case was closed.
It is. It's dead and buried.
Well, someone should inform your colleagues. Detective Sergeant Stanton and Boulton.
Oh.
Don't tell me you didn't know they were scratching around.
As a matter of fact, I didn't, Howard. So what have they dug up?
That's what I pay you to tell me.
We're getting nearer the money.
How'd you know that?
I just had a very panicky phone call from someone who works for me. He just had a visit from Stanton and Boulton. They were throwing their weight around, making insinuations. They knew an awful lot, Don. They convinced him they did anyway.
Yeah, well, they're very good at that.
He wants to throw it all in and clear out. Which wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be very inconvenient.
It'd set our business back months.
I want to know how much they've really got. And then there's the Starlight girls. One or two of them have helped me out with a spot of bookkeeping.
You mean smurfing, right?
If your eager little friends persuades one of them to talk, it's,
could give us a real headache.
Then take an aspirin, eh? It's no big deal, Howard. I can sort it. Trust me, yeah?
Who are you so frightened of? Just tell us and we can help.
I don't need your help. You need mine, and that's why you're here.
OK, we need each other. That's the way it is, admit it.
Look, we found something else in that storage place.
Now, is that Rachel Booker's handwriting?
Yeah.
We found a receipt. 513 grand.
Is this the drugs money going through Rachel Booker's account?
You tell me.
Oh, we will. We will when we've added it up. We've got all the bank books, all 27 of them.
Did Rachel keep the bank books there, or did you hide them after Rachel was killed?
I hid them.
Well, why didn't you just take the £4 and run?
I should have done. It's not that easy, is it? Where's the money now?
It's in a safe at work. We're not going to keep it there, are we?
I'm not giving evidence. I'm not standing up in any court.
No, you don't have to. All we need from you is some information. Anything. Names, dates, details, anything.
OK. OK, I'll tell you everything I know, which is enough to put certain people away for a very long time.
Like who?
But I want protection.
Yep.
Somewhere safe and warm to stay till things blow over. And I'll need money because I'm not going to be able to work.
We can manage that.
And I want that £4 back.
Well...
That's my money. Mine and Rachel's. We sweated for that.
OK, you can have your money.
I'm not saying anything till that's all agreed. Talk to whoever you've got to talk to. I'll see you downstairs in the Burger Bar, Canley High Road, tomorrow, 2 o'clock.
Lynette, wait. We can organise all that right now.
I'm not stupid. You tell me lies, I won't give you anything.
Lynette, OK, but how can we be sure that you really know anything?
Well, maybe you can't.
Well, our bosses are going to want something. Just give us a name, one name, now.
OK. RB.
Yeah?
Ray Bazzini.
I'm sorry, love. Unavoidably today.
Hi.
Table for, what, 4?
Yeah,
Name,
Beech.
Santini, please, this
Don't mention Ray Bazzini to Don yet.
Why not?
Well, we don't know what we've got yet. Just keep it between ourselves, yeah?
My lips are sealed.
Hi, Don. Sorry we're so late.
I should think so, too. We've been here for hours.
He's lying. He's only just arrived.
I'm going to introduce us.
Yeah. Claire, John, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
You too, both of you. Don's told me a lot about you.
Really? He's kept you very quiet.
Oh.
Right, shall we go straight to the table?
Yeah, why not?
Joe. So, where have you two been all afternoon, eh?
Oh, running around, you know.
Catch anything?
Ah, that's for you to find out.
You can open the champagne now, Gio. Thank you.
Champagne?
Yes.
Wow. Haven't had that for a while.
No, neither have I.
So, how's your day been?
Oh, let's not talk about work, Don. It'll be so boring for Maggie.
No, that's all right.
No. Claire's right. No shop talk. So, for the rest of the evening, it's forbidden to mention the place, OK?
You told her you were a copper?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you're lucky. He told his last girlfriend that he was a merchant banker.
Thank you. So, how are you two then? Still friends? Certainly looks like it.
Yeah, we're still friends, aren't we?
Well, that's good. Because I'd like to propose a toast. To friends. And lovers.
Friends and lovers.
In the 10 years we were married, he worked 18 hours a day. Well, I never saw him. And then one day, he runs off with a teenage tart.
It's probably what killed him.
I bet it did.
John, I was talking about the work.
They say she found him in his office. Heart attack. Dead.
Died on the job, then.
John.
Well, that's the way I'd like to go.
You'll have to excuse him, Maggie. He's tired and emotional.
No, he's probably right. Probably was the exertion. Certainly never exerted himself with me. Unlike some.
Don, in all the years I've known you, that is the first time I've seen you blush.
And on that note, I'm going to the loo.
Oh, I'll join her.
So, John, what did you turn up this afternoon?
Oh, come on, Don. I thought we agreed. No shop talk.
No, that was for Maggie's benefit. You know that.
She's really nice, you know.
Yeah, she's absolutely lovely. But if you've dug up anything new about Rachel, I'd like to know.
What do you want to know for? Because you spent a pleasant evening with her walking by the river.
No, John, it's because I liked her. Because I thought she was a nice, decent kid. And because I can't believe that she's mixed up in anything like money laundering. Are you sure that you haven't made a mistake?
Well, there's no mistake. We found her bank books this afternoon.
I think I've had a bit too much to drink.
Yeah, I think we all have.
It's okay.
Perfect.
Claire, can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Well, it's about Don.
Oh, well, I think that could be a bit tricky.
So, when you total up the accounts, it will come to 513 grand. It's obvious.
Because that's the amount on the receipt.
Exactly.
But why write it down?
I don't know, maybe Rachel's bosses didn't trust her. I mean, it's early days.
Do you know who Rachel's bosses are?
No. No, it's too soon.
Yeah, well, 10 to 1 you never find out, John. The big fish always get away, you know.
Now, if I was a betting man, I'd take you up on that.
Really? What is it?
We've got a snap coming on board.
Oh, we just work together, that's all.
Yeah, but do you think he's right for me?
Well, Maggie, how can I say?
Well, if you can't, who can? I mean, who else can I ask?
Well, I don't know. You've got to go for things in life, haven't you? All I can say is that his reputation with women is colourful.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Claire.
Look, don't thank me, but don't blame me when it all goes pear-shaped, all right?
If it's one of the Starlight ladies, you should be careful.
Why?
Because I interviewed one of them. A pathological liar. She craved the attention, you know. She told me all sorts of stuff. What's her name now?
John seems a nice guy. You're a lucky lady, Claire.
Was it Lynette?
I know.
Right. No. We were just about to send a search party out for you two, you know. What have you been doing in there all this time?
Talking about you.
Oh, really? Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Because we've been talking about you.
Don, thank you for a lovely evening.
It's my pleasure. Let's do it again soon, yeah? And it's John shout next.
Maggie, really nice to meet you.
And you. Oh, and Claire. Thank you for your advice.
Well, the management accepts no responsibility, all right? Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you, Dom. Bye. Should we get a cab?
No, let's walk.
Maggie, would you mind very much if I didn't come in tonight?
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just I got this stinking headache. I had a really great time, thanks.
So did I. They're a lovely couple.
Yeah. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're back on then. Same terms. You want me to sign the Official Secret Act? Because if you do, I will.
Oh, John, I'm so sorry. Doesn't matter who knows, does it?
No, not to me.
You are so lovely. Should we get that cab?
Yeah.
Excuse me, love. Where's Lynette?
She's over there.
Thank you. You and I are going to have a chat.
Hi, John, it's me.
Deacon agreed reluctantly.
Reluctantly?
I think he thinks we're whistling in the wind.
Well, look it up in Chris.
Well, he must be telepathic, because I'm there already. Ray Bazzini served 2 years for smuggling cannabis in 1994. A couple of bits and pieces before that, but nothing much. How about you?
Well, Alec Vickery inherited the Farriers 4 years ago when his father died.
So it is an old family firm.
Well, not anymore. Vickery and Kelman was in terminal decline, about to go bust. So, young Alex sells the company at a rock-bottom price 2 years ago to a Worthingburg Holdings plc, which is owned by a Howard Fallon and, wait for it, Ray Bazzini.
You're a genius. Still in there?
No? Yeah.
Vickery and Kelman make cheap furs, which they export to Eastern Europe, where there are a lot of dodgy banks. Now, they get peanuts for these furs, but they send out invoices and get back receipts for goods worth 10, 20 times that. These fraudulent figures are then put through their accounts, and Bazzini and Fallon top it up with cash.
With drug money, yeah?
Very probably. They then take these apparently legitimate profits out, and lo and behold, the dirty money is clean.
Hallelujah.
So Vickery's in it up to his neck.
Has to be.
Rachel was smurfing.
Yes. She was also the courier. She took the banknotes to Vickery.
All 500 grand of it.
No, that was just the last payment. It's got to be, what, over the last year or two, a couple of million?
Easily. And we'd never have found any of this out if Rachel hadn't screwed things up by getting herself killed.
Or if Claire hadn't have kept on digging.
There's that, of course. So, well done, the pair of you. Mind you, we're still a long way from seeing Bazzini and Fallon in the dock.
We've still got Lynette.
Doesn't matter. I'm handing it all over to the National Crime Squad.
What? No, Gov, you can't. This is ours.
It's not about glory, it's about getting a result.
Oh, that is unfair, Gov. We've got to see it through.
Yeah, I've already told you, Sun Hill can't hack an operation like this.
Lynette's not going to want to talk to strangers.
No, and we've worked really, really hard to win her trust.
You bring in a new handler now.
I don't know what she's going to do.
Get your informant up and running. She delivers the goods, we can hand it over as a nice, neat package to the National Crime Squad.
Cheers, Goff.
Thanks. She's definitely not here.
Lynette didn't strike me as the punctual type. Do you want a bite?
No, thanks.
Claire?
Yeah?
Will you marry me?
What?
I asked you to marry me.
You're not joking, are you?
No.
Isn't this a bit sudden?
Isn't for me. It's all I've been able to think about for the last few weeks, ever since we last split up. Say anything you want. Just don't say no.
John, you're crazy. Why do you want to get married?
Because I love you.
Lynette! Claire, look at this.
Oh, no, she's done a runner.
She must have got scared.
But she was so determined. There was loads of stuff she wanted to tell us.
I really thought she was going to go through with it.
If she was so scared, why did she give us Ray Bazzini's name? She didn't have to do that.
Well, someone's got to her, haven't they?
Yeah, obviously, but who?
Maybe it was the girls at the Starlight. You know, she's talked to them and they've just talked her out of it.
Maybe. You didn't mention Lynette 21, did you?
Of course I didn't. I just told Deacon. Oh, and I did mention it to Don.
Oh, John, no, you didn't. When?
Last night, in the restaurant when you two were having your girly
Why
chat.
the hell did you mention it to Don?
Oh, we were discussing the case, weren't we?
Yeah, but I specifically told you not to.
You said don't mention Ray Bazzini, I didn't. You didn't say anything about Lynette.
Even so.
What's your problem? He interviewed the girls. He was giving me some advice.
Yes,
It's not a competition, you know.
know. John, it's just... I just wanted to keep it between the two of us.
Are you seriously suggesting that Don has had anything to do with Lynette doing a runner?
No, of course I'm not. Of course I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Deacon and tell him the happy news.
I wouldn't tell you where she was, even if I knew Howard. I wouldn't want Brain of Britain back there, jumping in with both feet.
So the girl's gone for good?
You'll never find her. And more to the point, nor will Boulton or Stanton. So you can tell that guy who works for you that he's in the clear.
There's no need. He suddenly decided the stress was too much for him. He's gone on an extended holiday to Rio.
Is that a problem for you? Ray said it and put you back months.
Ray doesn't know everything, Don. I was thinking of shifting my operations anyway. The US, maybe. Somewhere with a better climate.
And they don't wear fur coats.
You're a smart operator, Don.
Takes one to know one, Howard.
How do you fancy retiring to the sun?
Well, I don't see myself sitting on a beach all day working my tan.
It would be a very active retirement. Very lucrative, too.